All right. Have you noticed there isn't exactly a dress code for shoppers in grocery stores these days? Or there is, and it's sweatpants.
That's it.
Okay, so people hardly get dressed up at all to buy their frozen waffles and Pop-Tarts. However, our Craig Wirth says that wasn't always the case. He, of course, has the film when folks dressed up to buy their carrots.
Now, I have to admit that I never really researched this years ago because I've seldom shopped. In fact, I can honestly tell you, I was 40 years old before I bought a refrigerator to put stuff into.
Wow.
Yep, never cooked at home. But I remember when my mom would take me shopping in the 50s and the 60s, the cashiers were spiffed up. Grocery folks wore starched white aprons. Oh, and candy bars were a nickel. Wow. It's all part of my story tonight. Shopping for food. Well, maybe it isn't quite the time to dress up anymore. Oh, it was so formal. Even the shelves were so neat, like this Salt Lake store in 1947. Yep, the shelves were spruced up because they all knew you were spruced up. All in all, it was a spruced up deal.
One thing is sure. A daily battle is being waged in supermarkets all over this country. A battle for the customer's dollar.
After all, you were paying 21 cents for 2 boxes of Wheaties and 27 cents for a dozen donuts. Not to mention 19 cents for a tin of peanut butter. So, yep, you put on the dog for the dog at about a dime a can of Fido food. Now, a store was that place down the street, such as on Main and 6th South in 1930. There were dozens and dozens and dozens of neighborhood markets, all to help you get a swell meal in the 1940s. Then something happened. Supermarkets, wow, with lots of shelves and lots of lights, cool, and more stacks of stuff, and they cracked the egg market wide open.
Who but Kroger sells cackling fresh eggs?
Nobody.
Supermarkets were food department stores, all kinds of departments, and the grocer became a pro, uniform and all.
Pat has 18 years experience and was International Checker of the Year in 1962.
The first thing I do when I start the day is get my cash from the head checker. In a busy week, $5,000 or more may pass through my register.
By the 1970s, they were your best friends.
We're your loyal friends at Safeway. Count on us to do it your way. Come and see us soon at Safeway. Since we're neighbors, let's be friends.
Yep, supermarkets had it all, even space-age looking buildings. But oops, they discovered one problem. You did not like standing in line, even for your best friends.
Smith's customers are talking about our challenge to end long lines.
Smith is living up to its promise of ending long lines.
For savings, but service. Smith's, we are the ones.
Well, next time you go to the store, remember this. There was a time that you got all dressed up to bring home the beans. Yep. Next time I go to the store, I'm going to wear a suit and demand to pay 10 cents for a box of Wheaties. Can you imagine that? Just like in the advertisement. It was a great time when all food store commercials sounded like Broadway songs. Yes, isn't that so sweet? Since we're neighbors, let's be friends. Yes. It's like Mr. Rogers. What a beautiful song, a beautiful time, all for a can of beans.
I tell you what, there was so much talent, and gone are those days of our grocery workers singing for us. And I wear my sweats and hope no one recognizes me. Ooh.
Yeah, well, that's it. And
I'm changing it. I'm going to the grocery store right after this. I've got a dress on, Craig, and I'm going to go right behind you and say, give him dog food with the dog on the label for 10 cents. I thought that was phenomenal. And the chorus, everyone came together. It was like a flash mob, but back in the day. Gotta love
You know
it.
how to market. That
Gotta
is the
love it.
classiest of all classy ads. All right. Thank you for your time and your talent always, Craig.
And now I go shopping.